Washington, D.C. I understand that you think you cannot help the victims of natural disaster without cutting the budget. Really. I also understand that this is because a bunch of you signed the pledge to pretend that you've never made a mistake. So, apparently it was not a mistake to be at war for a decade without war tax. First time in history. Cost you a couple trillion. Not a mistake, so raising taxes is off the table. And it was not a mistake to give Happy Days tax cuts during time of war. Also the first time in history. Also a couple trillion. And since that wasn't a mistake, now tax cuts are off the table. And lobby loopholes. Not a mistake. They, maximized profits, minimized tax liabilities, and kicked American jobs to the curb. So that was such a great idea that those are off the table too. Amazing. Brilliant. Meanwhile, the poor, the unemployed, the working poor, the middle class, small business, they're out there treading water and they're down to their last signal flare, hoping you will notice. And now even natural disasters, acts of God, they're not even worth your attention. Enough is enough. I gotta tell you, 200 years from now, those people with their money, that money's going to be in some kind of business somewhere. The product line, the name of the company, that's not what matters. The legacy's the cash. It's morphs with the market. That's what business is about. Here today, gone tomorrow, the money moves. 200 years from now, I want this to be the United States of America, a constitutional republic with a strong tradition in democracy. That's my founder's legacy, and that's going to be my legacy. So, knock off this silly notion that you should run a country like you run a business. You're not a hired executive, you're a public servant. We want a sovereign nation of, by, for the people. If you want a corporate job, quit your government job and start paying attention here. It's time. October 29th, I'm going to be on your front yard. There's a protest there that day and I'm a-coming. We're here to have a speak out and we're going to be telling you what we think. But the coffee party is not the only group that's going to be showing up in D.C. and giving some opinions. But we're not just showing up in D.C. We're showing up in state capitals. We're showing up in county courthouses. We're not just marching and rallying. We're sending emails and postcards and faxes, and we're making phone calls. And you know what? We're going to vote. You guys look like clowns. Come on. How dare you? How dare you help successful multinational corporations under the guise of this is how it's always been, this is how it's going to be, we had never made a mistake, we're going to keep doing what we always do, and then withhold help to Americans in the face of natural disaster and wave the banner, austerity, austerity now. You look like a bunch of Twinkies. Dollars are not votes. Democracy is not for sale. You guys better get a grip.